Good morning. I am Disciple Burns, and this is my daily drink for August the 17th. Oh man, what a day yesterday. Rode down from Redding, California to Sunnyvale, California to stay the night with my brother Big Beard at his house. Just a blessed evening to spend time with him and get into some discussions about the world today and the subcultures and things of that nature. But yesterday, rode in from the north into San Francisco, and got to stop and take a view of the Golden Gate Bridge, which is just a modern feat of engineering, just a cool sight to behold. But something hit me while I was there. After I was there, and the Lord kind of spoke to me on it, and I had to meditate on it last night, and I wanted to share with y'all today what the Lord told me. I thought it was real interesting how when they build something of monumental scale like the Golden Gate Bridge, it's just massive, it's huge. One would think that they would have to excavate. They have to excavate quite a bit of topsoil and dirt to get down to bedrock, solid rock to build, right? They didn't have to here. They did have to excavate some, but not to the extent that you would imagine, not to the extent that you would think, because the bedrock is fairly close to the surface, it's fairly shallow. So that got me thinking, in Matthew, I believe it is. Let's look real quick. Matthew. Oh, had it marked. In Matthew chapter 16, Jesus Christ is talking to his disciples. I want to read this to you. Here's what he says. He says, "Who do people say the Son of Man is?" "Well," they replied, "some say John the Baptist, some say Elijah, and others say Jeremiah, or one of the other prophets." Then Jesus asked them, "Who do you say I am? Who do you say I am?" Simon Peter answered, "You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God." And Jesus replied, "You are blessed, Simon, son of John, because my Father in heaven has revealed this to you. You did not learn this from any human being. Now I say to you that you are Peter, which means rock, and upon this rock I will build my church, and all of the powers of hell will not conquer it. On this rock I will build my church." Now, some people take that to mean Peter himself. We're going to build our church off Peter. I don't think so. I've never really thought that. Here's why. Okay. What does God say before that? Before that, God says, he says, my Father in heaven has revealed this to you. Okay? It was revealed. It was there all along. Get that? It was there all along, but it was revealed to you that he was the Son of Man. Why? Because Peter was looking at Jesus Christ through his spiritual eyes. Through his spiritual eyes, not his physical eyes. He was looking at Jesus Christ in the Spirit. And that's what Jesus was talking about to me. To me, that's what Jesus was talking about. He says, I will build my church on this, your spiritual eyes. Seeing people, seeing the world through your spiritual eyes, not your physical eyes. Check this out. Jump over to 1 Corinthians chapter 3. 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 11. No one can lay any foundation other than the one we already have, which is Jesus Christ. Anyone who builds on that foundation may use a variety of materials, but on Judgment Day, the fire will reveal what kind of work each builder has done. The fire will show a person's work has any value. If the work survives, that builder will receive a reward. But if the work is burned up, the builder will suffer a great loss. The builder will be saved, but like someone barely escaping through a wall of flames. Did you get all that? if your foundation is Jesus Christ, you should be looking at people in the world through your spiritual eyes, not the eyes of the flesh. Jump over one more book to 2 Corinthians. I want to say it's 5. Or is it 4? Hold on, it just hit me. It's 4. 2 Corinthians 4, right? And here's why. If your foundation's not on Jesus Christ, here's why. 2 Corinthians 4, verse 4. Satan, who is the god of this world, has blinded the minds of those who don't believe. They're unable to see the glorious light of the good news. Because Satan has blinded their minds, they can't see with their spiritual eyes. They don't understand the message about the glory of Christ. And to follow that up, one more verse. 2 Corinthians 5 says this. 2 Corinthians 5, verse 7. Listen. For we live by believing, not by sight. So that's something the Lord revealed to me yesterday after I went and saw the Golden Gate Bridge and I looked at this monumental structure, this massive structure. I'm thinking, what kind of foundation does it have? They didn't have to scrape away to a whole lot of bedrock because the bedrock was right there. In our lives, we've got crap, we've got stuff piled up, but the bedrock is right there. It's just under the surface. And that's Jesus Christ. You've got to build on that foundation. You've got to seek the Lord with your spiritual eyes and build on Jesus Christ as the foundation and allow Him to work through you to build a monumental light for His glory. And that's powerful. That's powerful. Yes, easier said than done. Not gonna lie. Easier said than done. But something to think about. Definitely something to think about. Build on the Spirit of Christ. Build with your spiritual eyes. Again, dig in the Word. That's the only way you're going to have that spiritual insight, is by getting in the Word. Getting in God's Word. Letting God speak to you. And then you can speak that out to other people. Okay? So, that's my daily drink for today. Get in Scripture. Dig through the surface layers of crap in your life. Build on the foundation of solid foundation of Jesus Christ. Look at the world through your spiritual eyes, not your physical eyes. And He'll build a blessing in you. Y'all be blessed and have a good day.